Hello, Lou.
Thank you.
Excellent, guys.
Appreciate you. Absolutely.
How are you? We met in Bloomsburg.
Roger Brzezinski. How you doing? How are you? Good. So, I know you're talking about the NDAA. We are. You may not know this. I don't know if you know this, but I am a co-sponsor of the bill that... The Gohmert amendment? Yeah, I'm on it with
But that didn't...
Does everybody get an Article 3 trial?
Some of the state team leaders for people against the NDAA.
Right.
The problem with the Gohmert amendment was that it said you got rights if you got a trial.
But there's also the Amash money. I know there was Amash which
was also the Smith-Gibson. It was brought back to Smith-Gibson.
Yeah.
Why did you vote against Smith-Gibson after somebody sent you a resolution asking you to vote for something like Smith-Gibson?
Well, you know, again, I want to protect the American citizens. You know, the Gohmert, Barletta, and who was the other one on, from Louisiana, sure. Protect American citizens' rights, that they could not be detained unless they were given due process, and that's what I wanted to do. And that's what I actually.
Well,
I went forward and co-sponsored the amendment, so I wasn't happy with it as well, because the first time I voted on the first one, everybody brought it to the second. Although we were, you know, the explanation is, well, it was a gray area, but that's not the intent. That wasn't good enough for me.
Why is the clause that why is that Article 3 clause in there? Why not just say Americans have the right to trial and charge? There's an Article 3 clause in there that you have to look into, because I think you guys are getting snookered that you're not going to get a trial for some people, and that's the kind of loopholes that the federal government's using every loophole when it comes out. Why are we allowed to spy and all this other stuff? You have to watch those loopholes. What does Article 3 mean? And it means a big loophole.
Can I tell you something real quick? It's a story. When I was a little kid, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. They kind of helped raise me. And my grandfather used to sit me down all the time and tell me about Russian people and how I'm so lucky to be an American because I have rights. Nobody can just come and grab me and take me away somewhere and no one ever hears from me again. This is why we're so concerned about this. And I have 2 kids. I want to be able to tell my kids that same kind of story. That no one's going to take your right. You get to face your accusers. You get to have a trial.
Well, let me tell you,
I appreciate
what you're saying, because let me tell you, I see it firsthand, our rights and freedoms slowly being taken away from us. Where president, I don't care who the president is, Democrat or Republican, are using prosecutorial discretion, are picking and choosing which part of laws they want to enforce and what parts they don't, and that's a slippery slope we're going down, where Americans are losing more and more of their rights. I am cognizant of that.
We don't kid ourselves that it's not a dangerous world. We understand all that. We understand.
I'm a security, because
But if you can watch this stuff when it comes across your desk,
I strongly urge you to speak with your colleague, Congressman Justin Amash. He's the most well-educated.
Justin's right across the hall from me, so I get to see him every day. I can yell into his office.
Ask him about the Article 3 clause.
You know,
I'd love to talk to you about immigration someday. I've employed hundreds of Hispanic workers over the years. I used to live in Philly suburbs. And when you were running through the mayor and the whole thing, I was following your campaign. I would love to have a huge. I used to invite him over to dinner at my house for Christmas, and I'd love to talk to you.
The legal one.
But not today, though. Not today, though. Are the legal immigrants who were stealing an opportunity. People who obeyed the laws came to America, and now we're stealing their opportunity.
Right.
You're going to bring 20, 30 million people here to take their jobs and compete for their jobs.
Yeah.
Well, it's about votes. It's about votes for Democrats.
Well, there's no way I can have Lou Barletta stand here and not talk to him about immigration. I can't not say that. How can you not say it?
I would be disappointed.
Right.
But I did want to stop because you have a right. You have a right to...
Except they didn't let him in.
Thanks for having the courage to come.
Yeah, we appreciate you stopping.
I have 4 daughters. I get yelled at home.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. Believe me,
but look for those loopholes, because they're trying to get you piece that together with the Patriot Act and this stuff, and there's enough loopholes there, and the courts are going so slow in trying to correct any of this. I mean, really molasses slow, that it's not going to be much longer before we really have an enabling act of 1933 that will let Hitler do his stuff. They can spy on us, they can throw you in jail.
I appreciate what you're saying.
There's not that many terrorist cells. I'm sorry.
I was just one of a couple that went the next step and said, hey, let's clear this up.
Yeah.
Even though you'd like it to go further,
If you ever want to get a hold of us,
saying.
first thing has our information.
Okay, John's my district
And I'm going to give you guys my
Thank you.
information.
Oh,
So,
wonderful.
you.
Great.
let me know what you folks
Stay
need.
in touch. I'll be happy to sit down with you. when
It's
you
funny,
want.
if you hold a megaphone, everybody
Appreciate
thinks
it.
you're the guy in charge. Everywhere
You were the first one to say hello when we came around the car.
Well, I told them, I said, well, I hope they have a megaphone, and they did.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
guys.
they didn't disappoint me. You're welcome.
Very
Yep,
good.
thanks for
Thank
taking
you.
it.
Thanks for what you're doing, too.
Yep, good luck.
Safe trip.
Good luck.
At least he came out.
Hey, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't waste my morning now.
Thank you.
You want this? You want me to take it? What do you want to do?
I'll type this all in and I'll send you a
That'd
copy
be
to
great.
everybody here.
Let me take a glance at it. I want to see what's going on here.
Do you mind for sale sign in case I have to sell anything?
Oh, surely.
It was pretty cool. I wish I would have taken a picture of you talking to him with the for sale loose sign.
That would be great.
Oh, Hazelton. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3's got an office over there.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
type that all up.
Oh,
I
radio?
got my sign. I got this.
You got my radio?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not trying.